Everybody coming from the Apple Festival and people going to the Apple Festival. You better eat at Yusuf's and get here at 6 o'clock. Rain, sleet, snow, or shine, the rodeo is happening, okay? That's what the boss said. Doesn't matter if it's raining, we're rodeoing. Y'all be looking out because Colton Hare is bringing rodeo to the next level.
Folks, my name is Josiah Safas, and I'm going to be proud to be your host of Rodeo Action. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here tonight, and it means the absolute world. And I would enjoy nothing more for you to have the best nights of your life ever.
Well, you're going to get to see cowboys, some of the biggest and brightest names in professional rodeo. You're going to get to see stuff that's originated out on ranches. You're going to get to see things that are a little bit out of the ordinary, bull riding, which is probably one of the most physically demanding things you can put on your body. You get to see saddle bronc riding, bareback riding, steer wrestling, you know, the big man's event, the lineage and the legacy, and the story that goes on with rodeo. And that chair has a squeak to it. I'm just letting you know.
My name's Colton Hare with the Michael Hare Memorial Scholarship Foundation. We picked up this rodeo about 10 years ago, as it had been carried on 20 years before. 32 years total now. So we've had this rodeo on the same weekend for the past 32 years in conjunction with the South Carolina Apple Festival. And it kind of feeds both of us. The road goes both ways. They bring us people from the rodeo come to the festival that wouldn't have normally, and both of us together just work out for one greater good. Since we've been doing it, we've donated $3,000 of scholarships each year from the proceeds. We give away 2 each year, 1 boy, 1 girl. It's changed over time. It went through the South Carolina High School Rodeo Association for a couple years. Then, most recently, we've been giving it through West Oak High School through a application process. And it's anyone in the agriculture or construction major.
I got the call from Colton and his sidekick, Garrett, my future brother-in-law, had called me and they said that they had a rodeo going on and they didn't have an announcer for that weekend. I said, well, what's your program? What do you want to do? You want to grow this rodeo? He said, yes, I do. I'd like to grow this rodeo and I'd like to make it to where we have this, this, and this. And it's not something that happens overnight. This is something that starts with a lot of legacy and lineage. It's like watching a baby grow. It takes time. And so I feel okay publicly saying that we want to grow the rodeo here and we want to make it better. But not only just the rodeo, but in conjunction with the festival that's happening. When I showed up to this rodeo, it was the most just incredible thing ever because it was a small town rodeo with big time attendance. So you don't typically really see that in some places, and so it was a more traditional rodeo. It was a slower rodeo. You know, I think before there may have been a grand entry or whatever, and I said, hey, why don't we bring a little bit more music to this deal? And so I said, let's get a sound man. Let's bring Trey in. Let's get some louder speakers. Let's really give these people a show, you know, because if they're coming to the rodeo to watch a rodeo, they've paid a ticket to come in and see a rodeo. But I had mentioned it to a gentleman that's trying to grow a rodeo, and that's really hard to do right now in this time of day, especially in a small town. The crowd here is hands-on, in your face.
And tonight, Westminster, you help them out. Come on. Yes, sir. Get loud. Come on.
There is a little electricity in the air, because when a cowboy covers a bull or rides a bucking horse or ropes a calf, it's still cowboy country.
One of the men that you're about to see get showcased right here is actually a household name right here.
It was kind of, somebody's going to take it or it's going to be over, so we grabbed the bull by the horns, and here we are. It was just there, the opportunity was there, so we took it, and I'm thankful we did. I hope we have it for a long time. I'd actually never missed a rodeo, been here every year since I was a baby. Got to enter when I got in my teen years, came back from college both years, wasn't going to miss it. Over time, I've just kind of took over the production side of it and grown to love it. I love to see the smiles it brings, all the joy it brings to the people that come here. It's just a good time for everyone. Personally, just for the love of the sport, I get to bring my sport and put it on the stage right here in front of all the local community, because there's people from Clemson, Seneca, Walhalla, all over that come out and enjoy it. And I've had numbers from all over. My phone's went off for 3 weeks. I've had numbers from as far as Florida and who knows where calling me about this rodeo. And that's just really opened my eyes a lot. I'm like, man, people are hearing about us. I think that's a good thing.
Those of you that were at the Apple Festival, if you would come over here to enjoy your evening, we welcome you. We have bareback riding, saddle bronc riding. We're going to have team roping, calf roping, barrel racing, breakaway roping.
And the rodeo does a lot of things in conjunction with the Apple Festival. Number one, the platform. And when I say just the platform, I don't mean that it does something for just the rodeo. The economic impact, the community, everybody is impacted by it. Not to say the scholarship fund that goes on later on throughout the year.
A lot of the local business owners have always been big supporters of us and really have our backs, because it does bring a lot of people into town. And off the top of my head, I don't know how many competitors we have this weekend, but I promise you every one of them's going to stop and they're going to fill their truck up and they're going to get something to eat. And it gives back to the community in a way. So it is nice for the vendors downtown at the Apple Festival to be able to reach out to a different crowd and a different group of people that wouldn't normally be down there, as well as for those people to enjoy the stuff the Apple Festival has to offer.
You know, something really beautiful is happening right now in the cowboy world. And when I say the cowboy world, the Western industry. The Western industry is going through an evolution right now. I think it's very important for us to really keep scholarships going, keep rodeos around that provide opportunities, maybe to finance a young person to go to school that probably would have never got an opportunity to go because of financial reasons. Because there's great minds out there. We just got to give them an opportunity. When you can take a young mind, take them to the rodeo, have mom or dad take their children to the rodeo, we're able to grow the Western way of life. And here tonight, during the rodeo, tomorrow, some of these young cowboys and cowgirls, as I'll call them, I feel they're going to be running up and down here, cowboy hats on, their cowboy outfit on. And the other thing that's really happening, I feel like, in the Western industry that's been a big plus is exposing these young minds to a really positive environment. The rodeo, I think, for people that aren't traditionally from ranches, that aren't traditionally from the cowboy Western way of life, they get to come for 2 hours and watch good, clean family entertainment where we still believe in God, cowboys, in America. Hey, this is a good, safe place. I mean, all of those that have etched their names and legacies and traditions in rodeo, we bring them here to the rodeo, and you're able to either be a consumer of rodeo or be a business of rodeo. We'd be proud to have each and every one of y'all come and join us on any given night of rodeo, because the rodeo starts the day after the lights turn off.
Thank you, sir, very much. And he is a rather large individual. I will not be telling him anything